Okay, good evening, everyone. Suppose you're wondering why I'm not in one of my usual spots in my house, and that is for good reason. That's because I'm not actually in my house. I'm at my parents' house, where my dad and I just recently completed our first obstacle run. Um, an obstacle run is basically like a regular run or race or 5K or whatever, but they put obstacles in the way. They call it an obstacle run. And my dad and I decided to do the Abominable Run up in Como, Colorado. And having completed the race, because we actually completed the 4 mile run, um, if you are want to get into obstacle races or do something like a Tough Mudder or a Spartan race, don't start with a snow run, because that was painful. I didn't injure myself, so Charlotte Smith, um, George Smith, and everyone else on Facebook who helped me out with my IT band problem, thank you so much. I successfully did not hurt myself. Um, so let me tell you what I went through today. They started us off in this big, open, untouched field. Guy walks out, sinks up to his knees in snow. For reference, this guy was like 6'2". Says, okay, you now have to go out to that grove of trees and pick up a red flag. Go. So we all are super excited about this, and we run out for 3 seconds and realize we're not running. We can't run when it's this deep. Except for a couple of Johnny long legs, and they just danced on out there and got their flags and kept running, where I kind of hopped and struggled my way through it like a masochistic wiener dog being let off the leash. But I got my flag, and we came back. Then we had to grab a cinder block and carry that up the hill, sign our flag, and stick it under the cinder block. Then we're climbing up for a quarter of a mile and sledding down. Pick up your sled, climb up that same hill again, sled down. Then you're going to do 25 burpees. No joke, 25 burpees. I'd never done 25 burpees in my life, but I found out I can do it. Then you start tromping through this wooded area where there are randomly walls to climb over, big obstacles to climb up and across and then back down, cargo nets to crawl under, and then a bus you have to crawl under, and then you climb up, enter the bus, and work your way through this maze of ropes to the end. And it was 4 miles of this. Then you were done. And it took my dad and I 2 hours to do the 4 miles. You don't notice any pain. You don't notice any sweat because you're worrying and focused about putting one foot in front of the other. So now you're thinking, why would you do that? That does not sound like fun. If you're spending your vacation time from work, why don't you do something fun? And I'll tell you why. Because I'm having an inner battle with myself. There's my normal self that enjoys sitting down, playing video games, sleeping, reading a book. And there's the other part of me that doesn't want to be fat. That wants to be able to run when I'm needed. That wants to be strong enough to do everything that's asked of me and be in shape to do so. I see some coworkers that I work with where I pray that if something goes wrong, they aren't the ones that have to come and rescue me because they couldn't. I want to be in shape because that means I'll live longer. I'll live healthier. I'll get to enjoy life more. And doing this run, even though it wasn't the best option for my first obstacle run, filled me with an inner. There was a sense of conquering. Not just completion, conquering. No matter what was thrown together on this course, I did it. I owned it. It wasn't for the hat, which is a cool hat. It wasn't for the medal they gave you at the end, which doubles as a bottle opener. It was because I needed to prove something to myself. I think that's a lot of the attitude with these obstacle runs like Tough Mudder, Spartan Race, Warrior Dash, and all these other things. Is we for as much as we are a species of limitations, we have that inner spirit that wants to break out of those limitations. That's why we've got memes like, I feel like I've been issued a challenge, or challenge accepted, or tell me what I can't do, and I'll show you otherwise. Because we like seeing what humans can accomplish. There's something about us that yearns to break beyond the status quo. And I'm all for that. I feel a complete renewal to train, to get myself in shape, to suggest to myself that instead of having that pizza and Mountain Dew that I want, that if I go for a Mountain Dew Kickstart and some tater tots, I am in fact making a better decision. Not the best decision. The best decision would be like tea and vegetables. But I'm making a decision that's not leaving me worse off. And I'm okay with that. For all the things I enjoy doing, I hate running, but I like the sense of accomplishment, and I love the feeling of self-control. I made myself do this. No one else pushed me to. No one else forced me to. No one else decided that this would be good for me. I did. Because I'm trying to be my own master. And there are days I don't like what I see. So, I'm tired. I'm sore. I'm probably not going to do much for the next day or two. But I did it. The Abominable Run of 2017 was conquered by me. Peace out.